What is going on, ESGN Nation, and welcome back to another episode of College Football 25. This is the coaching carousel of Mad Marvel, episode 15. And yeah, it's been a while since we've had this particular series here on the channel. Of course, working on a lot of new content and still working on some new content for you guys here on this channel as well on the second channel. So I do stay quite busy, but we're back here for some more coaching carousel with Mad Marvel. And of course, the Memphis Tigers, as they're in their first playoff game here. The 12-team playoff system, of course, brand new to college football this year. And of course, as you see there, we are going to be taking on the Big 12 champions, the UFC Golden Knights. So, it's the University of Central Florida playing them here at the Peach Bowl. And it should be a good game. Pretty good matchup here. Of course, the Knights had a great season. They took the Big 12 championship, and of course there you see our numbers here so far this season. We're currently ranked 12th in the nation, and of course we won the American there in the last episode, beating Eastern Carolina. A very close game, 52-31, and it was an exciting game, not to say the less there. And of course we're playing as Coach Matt Marvel, who is the offensive coordinator for Memphis, and obviously, he's been looked at quite a bit here. We'll see here in a bit. He does have a couple offers, or at least an offer for him to be a coach somewhere else next season. But, of course, our house rules are we can't really move yet until after season 3. And then if we get more offers and we decided we want to move somewhere else, if we're not, of course, if we don't get the position here at Memphis or whatnot, we can go somewhere else. But Mario Anderson, of course, won the Heisman Trophy. We've seen that in the previous episodes. Congratulations to him. And of course, we're going to show him off here in today's game, as he is the Heisman Trophy winner, and he had a big season. And we're going to see if we can do that here in this one. So, as you take a look there, of course, UCF, obviously, they got to the quarterfinal round, which we were in, because we were in the top 4. Of course, won our conference title. They took on Michigan. They defeat Michigan in a nice fashion there. But of course, there you see the other matchups there. You see Georgia taking on Ohio State. They'll be one of those two will be facing Oregon. You got some other teams there. Pretty good matchups, really, in the 12 teams that were in there. And of course, there you see the offer that we've got so far here for offensive coordinator for Vanderbilt. They're 2.5 stars there in Nashville, not far from where we are, just across the state there. And so that is one offer we got here. Here's a couple other openings as well. Some of these are head coaching jobs. Obviously, we can't get a head coaching job until we've got at least a little over 3 years experience as offensive coordinator. Once we get 3 after going to season 4, then if there's any offers that we think that are juicy enough for us to go and move, then we can do so. So there you see some offers for some other schools there. Some of them, not much. We're looking at right now. There you see some. Of course, there's a lot of offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators, and of course, head coaches moving on to other professions. You see a couple coaches there. Wisconsin's DC and Iowa's OC are going to move on to the NFL, and of course, you see Washington losing their OC. South Carolina losing their OC as well. They're going to the NFL. The Purdue's DC is going to retire, as well as the Akron head coach. And of course, there you see Toomer for Auburn. He is going to go to the NFL. So like I said, we got a chance now to play in the Peach Bowl, and this is going to be a very interesting matchup. We got a 12-13 there in the top 25 matchup, but obviously UCF getting the 12 spot there in the 12-team playoff. We got the number 4 spot, and hopefully we can play well. I think for the most part here, if we can run the ball as well as we have been here this season, I think we have a really good shot at defeating them. So like I said, Michigan got defeated by them 34-21. Oregon is going to take on Georgia. Georgia took on Ohio State 31-28 in a very close game. So as for the Knights, there you see they had, like I said, have a good run there in the Big 12. The really big loss, the only loss that came that was kind of expected, but at the same time you wouldn't expect them to score 48 on Florida. But that was in the Week 6 matchup there, where they lost to Florida 50-48. But then since then, they went on a run. Unfortunately, got beat by Utah leading up to the Big 12 game, but lost that one 24-18. But then went on to win in the the conference championship against West Virginia, 31-26, and then of course defeating Michigan 34-21 in the first round of the 12-team college football playoffs. So, like I said, for us, we had a good run ourselves, and now we're just trying to see what we can do here. This is the first time we've been in the college playoffs. This new playoff system, as well as many other teams, actually all teams here, but other teams have been into the other playoff system that we had, which was the 4-team playoff system. Now expanded out to 8 other teams. And as you see, taking on their UCF ball club here, you got RJ Harvey. Looks like he's got pretty good quickness as well as pretty good looseness as well. Good player there, but he's going to be out for a couple weeks. So we'll have to deal with him. But we have to deal with Penny Boone, who is their back here. He's from Detroit, Michigan, 3-star high school recruit, 6'1", 230 pounds. And yeah, he's got some really good power, pretty decent hands, as well as a really good halfback IQ, so he knows where to run that ball when he needs to. And of course, his route running, not the greatest, but his quickness is up there. He's kind of blocked there in his route running. You can't really go too far there in his route running. So he's going to be a guy that can really run the ball, not too much catching the ball or running the ball, or at least receiving the ball there. KJ Jefferson, I believe, is their quarterback. He has pretty good accuracy, great power. He's got a good strong arm there on him. Quickness needs a little work, but his efficient nuisance and his health is great. So he's able to stay on the field there, and he's, of course, going to help his team charge down the field like they did in the Big 12 game against West Virginia. So we're looking forward to that and see how well, at least our defense are be looking forward to that. Then, of course, wide receiver there, Kobe Hudson is their wide receiver. That's our defense are definitely going to have to worry about the most, as he's a pretty good guy on the field there. Can run a pretty good route, looseness, and of course his quickness is great. So it's going to be a really interesting matchup how our corners and safeties match up with him. Now, defensively, these are the guys that we have to worry about here. Lee Hunter, 4-star young man from Mobile, Alabama. He is going to be a guy that's going to probably terrorize our running backs as we try to run the ball up the middle as well on that. And of course, our quarterback, trying to get to him as our quarterback, not the greatest. He does have some issues with some pocket presence, and of course, not really dealing too much good with. Hannigan has an issue with his passing and kind of reading the defense like he should. He should be doing that as a quarterback there, but sometimes he does kind of just throw the ball wherever he wants. And of course, there you see the injuries there of some players. Got a broken collarbone there from Hunter. And of course, Harvey, like I said, he won't be in the game. He has a broken tailbone. And of course, Rebel has a foot-shoulder issue, or excuse me, a fractured shoulder blade issue there. So we might try to run the ball on the left-hand side here. But Hannigan, here you see in the backfield here, hand this one off there. That is going to go to Anderson, as Anderson gets a nice carry there for a couple of yards on that carry. And that's going to give him a 1st and 10. As we go ahead and see them run the ball here once again. And that's another nice run there for another, getting back to the line of scrimmage there, I should say. So 2nd and 10 coming up, as we'll try to see what we can do here on this drive. And we'll see a run. And this one is going to be a good one, as Mario able to find a hole there and get himself through that one. That is going to be a nice 1st down. And now we'll see here. Hannigan here drops back in the pocket. Hannigan again, there you see, not the greatest blocking too. And of course, when he does see that lineman coming at him, he does not do a good job there of getting rid of it. So he's got to do a better job of that. We cannot be losing yards like this. 3rd and 22. That ball is going to be tipped, and that's going to be broken away there from Lansfear, as we'll go ahead and get a quick 3 and out. So offense is back out here once again. Remember, we only run offense because we're the offensive coordinator. As we see an RPO there, that's going to go to Drake, who gets a nice quick catch there for the easy 1st down. So we're just really hoping that our defense can hold up here today. do a great job there defending as we threw that ball right smack dab to the defender. And that is not a good read there on our part as we end up throwing that one there right to the defender. And Hannigan is going to pay for that one there. As our now, speaking of our defense, they're going to come out here and they're going to have to do some work here and try to get this ball back for us here as we're in the Georgia, here in downtown Atlanta for this one. As take a look here, that's just a great throw there to the receiver. UCS able to score there on that turnover, making a 7-point lead now. As we'll see, Hannigan here throws this one up the middle there. That's going to be caught by Taylor. And of course, Taylor early on in the season doing a very good job there, but since the really the last part of the second half of the season here, he's been kind of quiet when it comes to receptions. As he makes a quick catch there. As we see, Drake gets another fine catch for a first down. So now 1st and 10 here, ball the 41-yard line. Hannigan here drops back here, throws this one there. That's going to go to Landsphere, and he's going to get this one near the 40-yard line of UCF. Memphis really having a tough time in these first 2 drives right now when it comes to the passing game. Might have to go back to the running here, but Hannigan here wants to try something. Hannigan drops back here, throws this one up there. That's going to go to Drake. Drake's going to take this one inside as he gets inside to the 20 there of the Knights. And that's going to be a 1st and 10 for Memphis. Memphis looking for their first playoff win here in college football playoff history. We'll see if we can get that here tonight. As we'll see, Anderson here does a great job there. Spins around that to avoid that tackle. And that's going to get him inside the 10. They're going to mark him near the 5-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Memphis Tigers. Tigers looking to try to see if they can punch this one in here. As a handoff to Anderson here. Anderson breaks off a tackle, gets himself inside the end zone. That's a touchdown. Memphis Tigers. Says the Tigers on the board here on their, I believe, their 3rd drive of the game. Their 3rd drive of the game here. And does a great job this time around as they're able to put 6 on the board here. And now we'll try to see if our defense can help us out by getting a quick 3 and out. Or maybe some kind of turnover here. And try to get some good field position now. As we get the ball back here, 35 seconds left before the end of the first quarter. Hannigan here, hands off there to Anderson, and Anderson going to run this one with no problem as UCF having a tough time scrambling to the ball carrier. 14 seconds left here in the first quarter. We'll see a 1st and 10 on their own 35. Handoff there, this time to Thomas. Thomas going to find his way crossing the 50. And he's going to be on the other side of the field here at UCF territory. 7-7 as we end the first quarter. We'll see what the Memphis Tigers can do here. I would suggest they keep running the ball in this second quarter. And, of course, throw those short passes, but occasionally throw a deep pass every once in a while there to Drake, as he's usually a pretty good target to throw to in those situations. So now 1st and 10 coming up, or excuse me, a nice carry there as we see a 2nd and 1 coming up here. Hannigan here throws this one there. That's going to go to the tight end, Landsphere. Landsphere is going to get this one, and he's going to be stopped at near the 25-yard line as he gets a nice reception for a very good 1st down. So now we'll move the chains once again as we're in UCF territory. A quick pass there to Anderson. Anderson doing a great job getting the catch as we see him gets another. He gets his, I believe, his first reception of the day here. And that's going to be enough for a 1st down. So now ball on the 12-yard line as we're inside the 20 here in UCF territory. Hannigan throws this one up there. That's going to be broken up. Great stop there from the defender. As now we got to be more cautious here. And, of course, not take so many big chances to try to get this ball here. Just be the smart play call here and just run the ball here with our big run carrier Anderson and Thomas in the backfield. So now 3rd and 7 here. Obviously, this is going to be a situation we're going to have to throw. We're going to get hit as we try to throw that football there. And that's going to be an incomplete pass. We're looking at now a 4th and 7 coming up. Try to put 3 extra points on the board here for Memphis Tigers, and they do so as they put up 3. It's going to now be a 10-7 ball game here in the second quarter. So far, I will say our defense is doing a great job here. So far, they've got a couple of they've of course got forced a couple of 3 and outs as well. I believe a turnover as well as we got some good field position. As we'll see here again, another great spot here near midfield. So great job there for the defense. 7-10 here. Memphis leads this one. So we see a quick pass there. That's going to go to Drake for the reception. That's a gain of 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 coming up. Hand off to Anderson. Anderson going to try to break off a tackle, but he is going to get wrapped up. But he is going to get enough there, they say, for the first as he moves the chains. Ball now at the 45-yard line of UCF. As Hannigan here again, hands off there, and Anderson try to get through that hole there, but not big enough for him to get through as they do a great job there getting the stop. UCF now trying to get a stop here on the 3rd and 11 here on Memphis. Pass there, that's going to be, well, it was caught, then dropped. And UCF will now have possession. They take possession there. They get a 7 touchdown there, and now we get an interception. UCF trying to take this one back, and now their offense has a short field. I was going to say, they went down the field there in that previous 3 and out from our offense, and were able to get down the field here pretty quickly to score the touchdown. Now they get another chance here to try to increase their lead here even more. As you see, Brian threats there. Does a great job there threatening us with that interception. But they turn the ball quickly, just as we did. So now we get the ball back here on our own 9-yard line. Hand off to Anderson. Anderson on the outside. He'll gain a couple of yards on that carry. Looking at a 2nd down with the 2-minute warning now approaching. We'll see if we can try to get another score here before the half. Down by 4. Hannigan drops back in the pocket in the end zone here. Looking down the field here. Throws this one up there. That's going to be tipped away. Could have easily been intercepted. But thank goodness that defender does not have any hands. So now we're looking at a 3rd down. Hannigan drops back in the pocket. He's going to be blitzed, and that ball's going to be quickly thrown there. And they'll get now a short field here now as we get the ball back from UCF as our defense does a great job there stepping up for us as Taylor now steps up, gets a great catch there at the 10-yard line. That's going to put us in a nice field position here. As we'll see now, 1st and goal. Hannigan here drops back here, throws this one up to Drake. Drake going to try to get this one in there, but Drake looks like he has a lot of wear and tear on him, and that could be a huge factor here if we don't give him some time away. I think maybe in the second half we might have to let him rest up in the 3rd quarter there, so he can be ready for us in the 4th. As we'll see now, ball on the 1-yard line here. We're gonna try to see if we can try to get our boy in there, but Anderson cannot, and he's gonna be stopped near the 1-yard line. Actually, the 2-yard line. We're gonna see a 19-yard field goal attempt here to try to get at least a 1 point, or at least trail by a point here. As it's 14-13 with only a few ticks left here in the first half of this ball game. As we see Costa does a great job there putting the ball up in the uprights and getting 3 points here for the Tigers. As right now UCF having a 1-point lead over us. We go to the 3rd quarter, and they did not do nothing on their first drive except for take some time off the clock. But we'll see Anderson here now try to do something here on the first carry there as he'll get a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Hand off again there to Anderson once again as he tries to break off a tackle, and he's going to get himself enough yards there for the 1st down. As that's going to put him up near his own 31. So now ball on the 31-yard line here. 1st and 10 here for the Tigers. As Hannigan here drops back deep in his own pocket there. Throws that one to Drake. And, of course, I'm kind of questioning why Drake is still out there, as he should be resting up here for us. We'll need him if this score remains where it's at, because usually he is one of our guys who gets the big plays. Couldn't do nothing on that second down, second down here. So now we'll try to go here on 3rd, and again cannot do nothing as we get hit pretty good there, and so we'll be forced to punt. So we get the ball here, put it on our own 7-yard line. As we'll see here, Hannigan drops back in the pocket, throws that one up there. That's going to be Drake for another catch there, and he will get a few yards on the reception. 2nd and 5 coming up here for Hannigan. Hannigan drops back in the pocket, looks for his tight end, Lansford. Lansford gets the catch, and he'll be just short of the 1st down marker. We'll see what we can try to do here on this 3rd down, see if we can try to convert. We're on the ground this time. Anderson has the football here. Anderson's going to get the forward progress for it. And that's going to be another 1st and 10 for the Memphis Tigers. Hannigan now drops back here on this 1st and 10. Ball on the 17. Throwing this one up there. That's going to be tipped there. And no such luck there on that one. As now we're looking at a 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 coming up here. This is going to have to be a decent pass here. Got to get near the 30. This one's going to be lobbed up there. That's a great catch there from Hawkins. Hawkins taking this one here. He is looking to go into the end zone here. Down the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis Tigers. And the fans are going crazy here. As this is pretty much, I would pretty much say this is pretty much a home field advantage for us. As Memphis is only a couple of hours away. As we'll see, we have now taken the lead here for the first time here today. As Jamari Hawkins, the sophomore, connects there and finds his way into the end zone there. Great pass there from Hannigan, and of course a great catch and run from the sophomore. Now putting up 6 points on the board here, helping us get the lead, and hopefully we can continue that lead here with him later on. It says 21-14, as we'll see, handoff here. They get us really good there, as they almost pretty much coffin kicks us right there on our own 2-yard line. 3rd and 7 coming up here for the Tigers as Hannigan drops back in the pocket, looks up, fires this one there, finds his tight end, and the tight end is going to be just a yard short of the 1st down. So we're going to go ahead and elect to go for here on 4th and 1, but that is going to be it for the 3rd quarter, as the Memphis Tigers right now have a really good lead here, 21-7, as we go to the 4th quarter. So 4 up in the air here, as the Memphis Tigers trying to move on to the next round in this college football tournament. As we'll see 4th and 1 coming up here. Hand off to Anderson, and Anderson, just blazes right by there with a nice gap. Gets a 1st down and more. So now 1st and 10 after the run. 21-14 the ball game. Anderson again is going to get his number called. And that's going to be another carry there for him, as we're now looking at a 3rd down. 3rd and 6 to be exact. So you see Hannigan here, throws this one out there, and that is going to be intercepted. It was intended for Drake. And Drake, I don't know where he was at, but he was nowhere to be found. And that's going to be an interception there for UCF again. As UCF picks off our quarterback for the 3rd time, I believe, now here in the game. So now UCF takes that turnover to points, making it now 21-all. As Anderson tries to run this one here on the outside. He'll get a nice carry there. As now we're looking at a 3rd and short coming up. So 3rd and short coming up here. We have Thomas there in the backfield with us. Hannigan here throwing this one up there. That's going to be caught. And it's going to be a nice reception there for the 1st down. As that's going to go to Drake once again. So now man in motion here for the Tigers. Hand off there to Anderson. Anderson's going to stay inside here. Anderson going to break a tackle before he is finally wrapped up near the 45 as he crosses into Golden Knights territory here. 3rd and 3 coming up. Pass there. That's going to be tipped. As that was for Landsfair. And Landsfair, oh, man, he's got to do a better job here. He's got to be able to catch the ball, then run. 1st and 10 coming up here for Hannigan. That pass is going to be thrown there to Drake, and Drake is going to get the catch as he gets another 1st down here for the Tigers. So now 1st and 10, ball on the 47. Hannigan drops back in the pocket, rifles this one up the middle there. That's going to go to Taylor. Taylor going to try to do a little spin move, and he's going to be taken there at the 36 in Knights territory. As we'll see a handoff there. They're going to go back to the running game, and that's going to be Anderson once again for a couple of yards. Now looking at a 3rd and 5 coming up. I believe this will probably be a passing situation here. As we'll see here, Hannigan drops back in the pocket, goes up. He's going to lob this one in the back of the end zone there, and it's going to be denied. As we'll see now, this is going to be a 48-yard field goal attempt. Now, I will say there was a man wide open. I believe it was a square. I think it was Taylor, but I did not see that until after the fact there. So I do apologize there. I know you guys are going to say something in the comments about it. But, yeah, I was looking for the big play there, and I was hoping that Drake was going to be able to pull something out of there for us. But, hey, we get the field goal here. We get put over 3 points on the board here. That's going to help us out here as it's 24-21. 3:32 left as we got a quick 3 and out there on the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see a pass there, and that could have been dangerous. That could have went the other way as Hannigan tries to throw that one to Anderson coming out of the backfield. Now Anderson here running this one this time. Going to try to break off a tackle or two before he is wrapped up at near the 15-yard line. So now 3rd and 1 coming up here. I imagine this will probably go back to the ground. And it does, as they'll have the Anderson run this one. And Anderson will be stopped as he will not get forward progress there on that play. So 4th and 1 coming up. See what they'll try to do here. 2:45 left here in the 4th quarter. They're going to risk it here. And oh boy, they should have not done that, as he is going to quickly be stopped. Now, our defense does a great job for us as they get a quick 3 and out. Ball game's now tied 21-all as they force UCF to kick a field goal. So now it's on our hands here with about 1:08 left. We'll try to see if we can go down the field here and at least try to get a field goal here. And see a deep pass there, and that's going to go to Hawkins again as he gets to the 20 there in Knights territory. What a big play there from him. Under a minute left here, and UCF should be starting using those timeouts. 59 seconds left here. Going to keep the ball on the ground here this time as Anderson breaks off a tackle, does a little spin move, and the Knights will be forced to use their first timeout now. 2 timeouts remaining here for UCF. Ball on the 10-yard line here, second and inches. Handoff to Anderson again. Anderson gonna run there, but I'm not for sure if he got the first. Oh no, he did. They say he got the first down, and UCF has burned their second timeout. 1 timeout remaining for UCF, as we'll see Anderson go on the outside here, try to break off of a tackle, but should have stayed in bounds, and that's going to stop the clock there for us. And of course, that's going to help UCF out here in this situation. 2nd and 8. Anderson running this one here. He's trying to run this one and try to stay in the middle as he stays in bounds, and the clock is going to stop as UCF uses their last timeout. No timeouts remaining for UCF as we have all of ours. 3rd and 3 coming up here for the Tigers. And a handoff there to Anderson. Anderson's going to run this one in here, and that's going to be a touchdown. Memphis Tigers take the lead, and that one right there should be the dagger. As there's 41 seconds left, and all our defense needs to do is either create some kind of turnover of some sort or get a sack of some sort, because right now UCF cannot stop the clock in any situation, or get a turnover of some sort, an interception, forced fumble of some kind, and that will end the game. So we'll take a look here from the perspective of the defensive coordinator, as we'll see a pass there. That's going to go up the middle there, and that's going to be a big run, or a big catch and a big run there from the Knights now as they're trying to move down the field here. No huddle now for them, as we'll see Knights get back, line up here. 1st and 10, and they'll do a quick spike there to stop the clock. 27 seconds left for UCF Knights as quarterback in the pocket. Good, strong pocket presence there, and that's going to be broken up. Great play there for the defense as Memphis still leads us 31-24. 3rd and 10 coming up here. 23 seconds left. Quarterback goes up the middle there, throws that one, and then he's going to throw it away as he couldn't just pressure there that time around. Didn't know what to do with it except for throw it away. So now 4th and 10 coming up. Drops back here, throws up. That's going to be intercepted, and that is going to be the ball game as Memphis defense steps up like they have been all season long. Great play to finish that one off here, and we're going to walk out of here as Peach Bowl winners in this one, as we'll be able to move on over to the next round, and we'll see who will play here before this episode's over with, as that is Mackey, the sophomore. Did a great job there watching the quarterback's eyes and just goes up and just snags it away. And here we are getting to the last of the ball game here. One more snap to get the clock running here, as we'll see Anderson runs this one here. He will run it, and that is going to be your ball game. Final score here at the Peach Bowl, 31-24. Memphis takes it, and Hannigan and the boys move on to the next round. 167 yards, 38 attempts, and 2 touchdowns for Mario Anderson, the rookie and the Heisman Trophy winner, helps us again this week get another victory and get another opportunity to play one more game here in the college playoff. As you see there's the beautiful trophy, the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl trophy there. So congratulations to our boys there as we'll move on to the next round. I believe the next round are the semifinals of the college football playoff. 31-24 is your final, as we had 24 first downs, total of 478 yards. Offense, they have 406. Passing wise, not much in our favor there, as we only had 174 yards passing. Of course, 2-point conversions. We had a nice job there. We did a great job there getting a 2-point conversion, as well as the red zone looking very good there as well. Of course, turnover wise, yeah, both quarterbacks had a horrible time as both guys threw interceptions in this game. That's why we had that great field position from the defense at times. And of course, time possession went in their favor there in this one. But you see Hannigan, 19 of 36, 304 for him for the day. 52 yards passing with 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. Actually, I thought he had less than that, but I guess he did have a 300-yard day. I guess I was looking at the wrong stat there. 36 carries, 167 yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns for Mario Anderson. So, pretty decent day there for him. Pretty, another normal day at the office. Drake, 9 catches, 94 yards. 94 yards, no touchdowns. Only person that had a touchdown there was, of course, Hawkins, who had 2 catches for 128 yards for the game. Nice day there for him. He was pretty clutch there on 2 big plays. One of them, of course, being a touchdown. The other one was for us to be able to move the football to get in position to have Anderson run that touchdown there, second of the day. And of course, there you see defensive numbers as well. Not gaudy numbers, but for the most part here, our guys did a great job. Mackey, 2 interceptions. Taylor had an interception for the game for us, which was game changer. Ross had a forced fumble there. So, a good day defensively here, and I'm really hoping that they can continue that. Not saying that the offense needs to sit back and not do anything, just let the defense do everything, but we need to have a good balance of that. We need offense needs to be able to score at the same time. Defense needs to come out and pop some pads and do some damage here to the other team. There you see the numbers there. Richardson, he had 10 carries for 49 yards, a touchdown. Jefferson had 8 carries for 33 yards and a rushing touchdown there for them. The only person in there was Magwood. He had 6 receptions for 53 yards for the Knights and had 1 touchdown. I'm really happy for us to be able to defeat the Knights, because in this game, I was looking at some of the stats and some of the games that led up to this. I'm thinking like, wow, I really don't want us to be a team to be the first, this is our first game. We got a bye and everything, and we did all this work to get here and then just get booted out from a team that actually had to do a lot of extra work to get into this. So yeah, I'm really happy our guys came together there. Of course, the interceptions I was not happy about there, and I will say this time around, a lot of them was just me not reading the defense that well, and not knowing, not necessarily throwing the ball away, but just not reading the defense, just not seeing like a guy the defense player right there, and like, oh hell, he can jump that, I just kept trying to thread the needle and try to get stuff in there. So I'll admit to that. I always admit to that a lot for the most part there. It's a lot of times it is my fault. Other times I'm like, okay, game, you're trolling me now. Come on, let's just stop. But Mario Anderson, there you see him, the senior, gets some recognition there for Offensive Player of the Week. And there you see, this is going to even get better now, as we got the Cotton Bowl coming up next, and it's going to be against the #1 overall team, the Oregon Ducks. Yeah, we got to play the number one seeded team and the number one team in the nation coming up in the semifinals. So in the semifinals, it's going to be us taking on Oregon, and that'll be in Dallas, I believe, for the Cotton Bowl, and then Miami gets a nice little home game there for themselves as they take on Ole Miss at the Orange Bowl. So that's going to be a pretty interesting matchup. Ole Miss defeats Tennessee 35-31 in that Class SEC game. So we'll try to see what we can do here. I'm hoping we can play the spoiler here in this one, knock off the #1 team in the nation, and lock in one of the 2 spots in the final game of the season here in the next episode. So let's see what we can do. It's gonna be week 3 of bowl week here, and we'll try to see if the Memphis Tigers can keep this run on. Of course, we'll see what kind of coaching schemes and of course little plays and whatnot for Coach Marvel to come up with for the Oregon Ducks. This should be a very interesting one for him indeed. But if you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new. And of course, if you're enjoying the series, that greatly helps me a lot. Hit that like button. Not to mention hit that subscribe button if you happen to be new as well and happen to stumble upon this channel. Thank you very much, and definitely check out more of our content here on ESGNet, as well as our second channel here on YouTube at ESGNet plus LP, as we got some other great NCAA, or I should say college football, as well as other content, Madden, FIFA, FC 25, and so much more on the second channel. So definitely go check it out. And so hit that like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of any of these series on either of the channels here on YouTube. But that's it for me. As always, guys, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you all next time.